hey, in this video I'll be doing a manga collection video. This is my collection of exactly 1 day, 10 months, 1 day, 10 hours, and 57 seconds. Don't ask how I know that, I might not do much. I see no use in stalling, so let's just move to the first series immediately. We have Sakamoto Days volumes 1 through 13. I am not up to date as volume 14 has been released. I really don't want to order it online and I haven't been to stores in a while. I've only recently got this. I got this on Black Friday. I read it. I really like Sakamoto Days. It's probably like a top 5 series for me. Like, it was my like 4th or 5th manga I ever read, and because I was so new to action manga, its effect on me was so big. Like, I loved it so much, and also volume 4 looks so insane. Alright, let's move on to the next series, Kaiju number 8. Now, I have a big history of Kaiju number 8. This was like one of the first manga I ever read, but this wasn't the first manga I ever bought, but it was the manga that got me hooked on manga. I bought volume 1 of Kaiju number 8 and volume 6 of Chainsaw Man at the same time. I bought this completely blind. I before only knew about the anime and I was like, I'm gonna watch the anime when it releases. So I bought volume 1 and I fucking fell in love. The day after I finished volume 1, I bought volume 2 and I finished that in a day. Then I couldn't find volume 3 for like 6 months, so I just read it online and bought volume 4 and I read it in a day again. And then I couldn't find volume 5, and then I read the rest online, but I bought this physically at the same time as Jujutsu Kaisen volume 5. I got volume 6 of Kaiju number 8 online. Then I got this for Christmas, IRL, again online, but this, I have history of this volume. I bought volume 8 of Kaiju number 8 online on Amazon, and I went to the store where I bought volume 3 of Kaiju number 8, and I saw they were selling Kaiju number 8 volume 8, and I thought to myself, okay, fine, I'll cancel the Amazon order, and I canceled it. But then I started reading the store's Kaiju number 8, and there were pages falling off, like they were just falling straight out of the book, and I returned it and they let it, and then I traded it for another volume. I got Sakamoto Days volume 9 instead, but I also had a choice between Dan volume 4, but I chose Sakamoto Days volume 9. So yeah, then I was still in love with Kaiju number 8. Before I got volume 8, I got volume 3 from that same store. The store employee said they were having a discount the day after tomorrow, and I was like, god damn, that's really cool. And they said, do you want me to reserve this volume so you can buy this for cheaper? And I said, you can do that? And so I did. I came back 2 days later and I got the Kaiju number 8 volume for like 30% off. Dude, what a W store employee clerk. Then I bought volume 9 the same day it released off Amazon, and then I got this today for Christmas. Yeah, I don't really keep up to date with Kaiju number 8 anymore. I'm not really in love with Kaiju number 8 anymore because I was reading online week to week, and then they just destroyed the pacing because the author wanted to match the anime, and then it really ruined the hype for me for Kaiju number 8, so it's like maybe a top 10 series now. Alright, moving on to Chainsaw Man, or what I like to call the Tasuki Fujimoto shelf. I have Goodbye Eri, which I got off Facebook Marketplace. It's in pristine condition. I got this for €5, which is like, I think like 65 or 70% off retail value. Then I have the first Chainsaw Man box set with volume 6 and volume 10 of Chainsaw Man as duplicates, because I got volume 1 of Kaiju number 8 and Chainsaw Man volume 6 at the same time. The anime had just ended and I was in love with Chainsaw Man at the time, so I thought of reading the manga. I read Chainsaw Man volume 6 in a day, or in one sitting. I loved it. And I bought volume 10 because there was the insane fight between Makima and Denji and like all the subordinates. Insane. But I'm having trouble because I haven't read basically any of this, but I'm gonna do Chainsaw Man reading in a week, and I'm gonna be reading it next week. And then I have the Chainsaw Man Buddy stories, which I got as a gift from my mom. Yeah, thank you, mom. Then I have also the Pochita and Denji figurine, very cool. I also have this Kafka Hibino, but in Kaiju number 8 form, very cool. You will not guess. This is for a much better price than you think. Let's move on to the next shelf. We have Noragami volumes 1 through 18 and 21. I haven't bought any more volumes since the last manga collection video. That's because I don't really like Noragami as much as I used to. Like, I love the anime, but the manga isn't as good, and I'm not really feeling the arc that's in volume 21. Like, I feel like it's alright. It's better than what was in volumes 11 through like 13. That was... I didn't like that, but I still was in love with the anime, so I just ignored the flaws of the manga and I kept reading. And let me tell you, the arc after what happened in volume 11 through 13, that arc, basically Bishamon versus all of the gods, was insane. I love that. Moving on, we have these two shelves are just box sets. So yeah, Bakuman and Promised Neverland. Then we have Attack on Titan, volumes 1 through 34. Yeah, Attack on Titan. The reason I have the singles instead of like the Colossal Edition or whatever the fuck is because I wasn't planning on getting Attack on Titan at all. I watched the anime, I was a mega fan for like half a year, and then the Seven Deadly Sins became my favorite anime for like 3 months, and then the Black Clover became my favorite anime for like 4 years, and now it's like probably Bleach, or I don't even know. But my friend went to a bookstore and he told me, dude, there's Attack on Titan for 80% off, and I was like, holy fucking shit. And then the same day I bought volumes 2 through 34, not volume 1 because it was out of stock, so I bought all of this for like less than $100. That's insane. And then I bought volume 1 used from a website. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Attack on Titan. I love Attack on Titan, but I haven't read a single volume yet. I'm catching up on Bakuman right now, so as you can make out, there's Bakuman later in the video, so just wait up for that. Then we have 2 series. There's The Promised Neverland volumes 1 through 20, including the little prequel book, so yeah, there's the box set, and the Red Hood volumes 1 through 3. So I watched the anime, even season 2. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I thought it was kind of weird, but yeah, I didn't mind it much. I thought, why is there so much hate about it online? And now, after I've read the manga, what the fuck were they doing? They skipped the best arc. What were they thinking? Goldie Pond is the best arc in all of Promised Neverland. When I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, chef's kiss. It was insane. Although, like, the ending was only, like, okay, in my opinion. Like, I've seen worse. I see people online saying this is the worst ending in all of manga. Like, dude, it's not that bad. Why are you overreacting? Also, volume 12 is just majestic. Let me bring it further in front so you can see better. Volume 12 of The Promised Neverland has the best cover of all of my manga collection. This looks so fucking good. Look at the detail. My phone is not focusing, so you can't see that well. Look at the detail in the eyes. Look at the detail in the necklace. Dude, wow. It's so good. I don't even know what to say. It's amazing. And then there's Red Hood volumes 1 through 3. Originally, I read volume 1 online. Then I bought volume 2 physically. And for like probably like a year, I didn't do anything. And then recently, I saw the deal like buy 4 used books and get 40% off. So I did. Attack on Titan was one of them. And even though the deal was amazing, the shipping was quite costly compared to the price of the manga. So I bought 2 new books. One of them was Red Hood volume 3. And then I saw another deal, which was like buy 3 used books for 33% off, but I bought 4 used books, I think. And then yeah, the only new book I got in that haul was Red Hood volume 1. Red Hood is really good. The first and second volumes were really good, and then the third one, I understand if your series is getting axed, you really have to rush the ending, but man, I really just did not like that ending. It did not fit. I don't know what the Japanese people were thinking, dude. It had such big potential as a series. Witches, werewolves, giants, and a lot more that I probably can't remember right now. Dude, there's so much potential, and they just had to end it, man. It's so sad to think about. Alright, moving on to Jujutsu Kaisen. There is volume 0 through 22 and the second light novel. You might be thinking, why don't you have volumes 23 and 24? The reason is, I'm too lazy to go out and buy the new JJK volumes. For Christmas, I got volumes 0 and 11. Those are the 2 that I were missing before volume 22. And you might be thinking, why do you only have the second Jujutsu Kaisen novel? The reason is, this is the second and last gift that my mom got for pretty much no reason. This was the second novel that I got after the Chainsaw Man buddy stories. I don't know why that day, but she decided all of my family, or like me and my siblings, get one thing for free in that bookstore, and my siblings decided to get like pens and stuff, and I went over and got the Chainsaw Man buddy stories, and she was like, dude, oh my god, if you're gonna get books like that, you can grab another. And then I bought the second novel of Jujutsu Kaisen. Really cool. For Christmas last year, I got volumes 4, 6, 9, and 14 for Christmas last year, and I forgot to say, I got volume 10 for Christmas, and I got volume 7 for Christmas. I might have not forgotten, but I just forgot if I forgot to say it. Dude, what am I saying? Then I have 4 figurines. One is Gojo sitting. Originally, his hand was holding this volume, but now that there is another volume against this volume, it's like holding well. Then there's another Gojo Satoru. Then there's Nobara and Mahito. The reason I have this Nobara and Gojo is because I saw an ad on AliExpress and they said there were 5 mystery figurines that we could get if we order. And you can get 2 mystery figurines in one order. And I was thinking, okay, the Megumi, The Yuji and the blindfolded Gojo look so good. I hope I don't get either Nobara or Gojo without the blindfold. I got the only two ones that I didn't want. Why? I mean, that's sad, but the Gojo doesn't look exactly bad, or the Nobara, but I just really didn't want them in comparison to the Megumi and Yuji. Alright, yeah, I think that's all I have to yap about. Oh yeah, I made a skit in the previous collection video with volume 22 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Alright, moving on to the next series is Bleach, with volumes 1 through 48, pretty much the first two box sets, as you can see. Box set. Really cool. I've read all of it. I have the first Bleach box set review already up on my channel. The second one is done and it's like scheduled. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. It should be pretty soon. It should be in the following weeks. Yeah, then I have an overall Bleach video, which will be also in a few weeks and is also done. I really like Bleach, but I want you to guess what my favorite character in Bleach is. Yeah, I wonder. Tough question. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. There isn't really much stories. I guess I like that in the second Bleach box set, there was the Bleach Akamaru edition, where like pretty much before Bleach serialized, Weekly Shonen Jump tested it in Akamaru, and they gave us that physically, which I really like because I didn't really like the travel guide in the first Bleach box set. And yeah, that's all I have to yap about Bleach. Really cool. Then I have this main shelf, which I'm not gonna call it the main shelf. I have Vagabond volumes 1, 2, and 3. I got volumes 1 and 3 for Christmas, like today, because I'm recording this on Christmas evening, and for some reason everyone in my country celebrates Christmas night or Christmas evening instead of Christmas Eve. So yeah, I got volumes 1 and 3, and I bought volume 2 off my own money from months ago. I read all of volume 1 digitally, and for some reason I just haven't continued reading volume 2. But dude, this is so satisfying. I never thought it'd be this cool to have a connecting spine, like this obvious. Like moving on to the next series, there's Alice in Borderland. There's also a connecting spine, but it isn't as obvious as this one. Like this is just like, yeah, I don't know how to explain. They're connected spines, but different. Alright, yeah, as I said, moving on to Alice in Borderland, I have all of the volumes, which are 1 through 9. This is my favorite series of all time. Maybe not of all time, but at least right now. Because I fucking love Alice in Borderland and Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Basically the same. Like, if Alice in Borderland is here, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is here. Do you see how my hand didn't move? Yeah, that's because I basically love them the same. My longest video, for right now, I think at least, unless my last reorganization video is longer than that, my longest video is about Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Dude, I love it so much. But yeah, before I read volume 1 digitally, and then the same bookstore was having a sale of Alice in Borderland, and they had volumes 2 through 6, so I bought volumes 2 through 6, I read volume 1 digitally, then I've read these physically, and I was in love with it. And then for 3 months, I was holding off until Christmas because I knew I was gonna get these last 3 volumes. So I will definitely finish reading these. These will probably be the first volumes that I read from my Christmas haul. So yeah, I fucking love Alice in Borderland. I've made a video on it. I will make a video on it in the future. And there's the connecting spine, which if you know, you know. But this is a reference to something that happens in the series if you don't know. Moving on to Death Note, the 3 black editions. I got this really recently because another bookstore, which I didn't even know existed. Actually, no, let's talk about all of these because I got all of these at the same bookstore, which I didn't know existed. There's pretty much 3 bookstores that sell manga in my country. One is the biggest one that isn't exactly manga oriented, but they do sell manga, but it seems like they will stop selling manga because it's not profitable, I think. The second one, I got this Kaiju before getting it back, and this Sakamoto. Also that Sakamoto. Wait, all of these Sakamoto. Like 13, 11, 12, and 9. From there. And the last bookstore is what I recently discovered, and I got all of these because it turns out they sometimes sell omnibuses for super cheap. Like, look. Only 13! I think retail value is 23, so I saved like 40% of these, and the same with this. I made a video about All You Need Is Skill, so if you want to see that, please be sure to check that out. I personally think it's one of the better videos I've made, but with my old mic, which I think none of the videos with my new mic have released. So here, look. New mic. But yeah, in a video soon, I will have the new mic. So please just bear with my old mic for a little bit longer and you will hear the new audio. I don't know if it's better or worse, but I think it's better. But yeah, I bought Death Note because I fucking love this author. I don't know, I can't show that, but I fucking love this author. This duo is my favorite favorite manga authors. Like, I'm in love with them pretty much. Okay, maybe that's gay. And I bought All You Need Is Skill because the artwork is done by Takeshi Obata, and this was on my to-be-read series list for a long time, even before I knew that Takeshi Obata drew this. But dude, this was actually really good. I recommend it. And then there's the only hardcover I have in my manga collection, Deserter by Junji Ito. I don't know what to really say about this because I got this for Christmas today and I haven't even read a page. I guess I really like that it's a hardcover and it's my first Junji Ito work. I've considered buying Shoichi from the same store that I bought the Kaiju number 8 and Sakamoto Days' volumes for, but I've never gotten around to buying it. Which, speaking of that store, then there's Tokyo Revengers, which I've bought all of my volumes from them. I bought volume 2 for 20% off, and because they were having a week-long sale, Monday through Saturday they had a 20% sale, and on Sunday they had a 30% sale. So when I learned that it was Friday and I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it on Sunday, so I bought volume 2 just to get like my deal, or like at least I got something with that deal. But I made it in time and I got volumes 1, 2, and 5 through 8. Really cool. So I got these for 30% off, for 20% off, and man, I have such a bad story for this one. So I'd spent more than 50 euros on them in total. So I thought they would be similar to other stores in my country where you have to buy something, even if it's of small value, and then you can get your client's card so they can like activate it and shit. So I grabbed this, and for some reason, I didn't ask them if they had any in stock, like client's cards. Like they actually ran out a lot, but I didn't ask. For some reason, I forgot, and I just grabbed this. I went to the counter and asked, do you have any clients cards? They said no, and I was like, fuck. And I was already too deep in to back out, so now I just have this volume. And I just haven't been invested enough to buy the other volumes. I will definitely catch up someday, but not now. So moving on to Bakuman volumes 1 through 20. And you might be thinking, why do you have duplicates of volume 1 and 2? Well, the reason is because I bought these volumes off Facebook Marketplace just to test out the water, because I didn't even know I liked these authors yet. And dude, I fell in love with Bakuman. Like the week after I finished these, I was like shaking, like, I need the box set. I was checking religiously for sales, and there was an insane sale. I got each volume in total for like less than $5, which, like, I mean, that's a pretty good deal, I think. So I have all of Bakuman. I've made a video on Bakuman, which I think released like probably this week, if I'm uploading this in time, and I'm on volume 12 right now. I said in the Bakuman video that I was on volume 8. That wasn't a lie, but I'd been on volume 8 for a long time because I wanted to catch up with Bleach so I could make the Bleach video. So yeah, I hadn't read for like a month. I thought, oh no, maybe I've fallen out of love with Bakuman. Nope. The second I opened the page of Bakuman, I fell in love, and I read this in like a week. I read volume 11 in like a single day, and that's like 5 hours because Bakuman volumes are really fucking long and wordy. Yeah, I'm on volume 12 right now. I think I'm like halfway through. Dude, where's the bookmark? You know what? I'm too invested. I'm too far. Yeah, here. I'm on chapter 101. Pretty much right now. Maybe I shouldn't say for spoilers, so I actually won't say, but I will make another Bakuman video when I finish reading the whole series. So yeah, moving on to the next series, Tokyo Ghoul. This was the manga that I bought my first box set for. It wasn't really a good deal. I just thought, dude, I heard the manga for Tokyo Ghoul was so much better, so I just bought it off that. I have to say, it was better, but the artwork was insane. Like, before anything, the artwork is amazing. Like, genuinely. And considering it was weekly, I think, dude, Sui Ishida is a beast. Yeah, I'd say the first half was better than the second half. Wasn't as good, but it wasn't bad. I need to reread Tokyo Ghoul, man. I've forgotten, like, most things. So yeah, I'm gonna do a Tokyo Ghoul reading in a week video when I get to the letter T in Manga Masterclass series. If you don't know what Manga Masterclass is, basically in a Manga Masterclass video, I pick a series alphabetically according to my anime list, and I make a review on it. So yeah, eventually when I get to the letter T and Tokyo Ghoul, I will make a Tokyo Ghoul reading in a week video and then a review after that, because it would be too long to include it in one video, both the reading in a week and a review. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about Tokyo Ghoul. I first watched the anime. Season 1 was really good. The rest was like meh, and season 3 was dog shit. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Then there is Spy X Family. Yeah, my sister gave all of these volumes away, apart from volume 6, which she didn't have. But I haven't read a single volume yet because I'm reading other stuff. Bakuman. I'm reading Bakuman right now. But Spy Family is definitely on my to-be-read list. But yeah, I bought volume 6 myself, and the first one came damaged, so I asked for another one, and they very quickly sent a new one. So W website. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. If you're wondering why I have an Inosuke figure right here, it's because I don't really have anywhere else to put him, and that part was really noticeably empty, so I just put an Inosuke figure there, which fits very well, not with the series, but just like in the empty space. Alright, my second to last shelf is the shelf of Devil's Line and Your Name. I have Your Name volumes 1 through 3 and the side story, and then all of the first part of Devil's Line, which are volumes 1 through 14. I bought volume 1 and 2 of the side story, and also volume 3 of the original story of Facebook Marketplace, and I read the side story first because, I mean, I had all the volumes, and it was actually really good. I really liked the side stories. And then eventually I made a haul, and these 2 volumes were included in it, and I have to say, this was good, but this was better. I like the side story more, okay? The main story was good, but I like the side story more. Alright, and then we have Devil's Line volumes 1 through 14. I'm displaying volume 9 because it's my favorite cover. I got volumes 1 through 4 as a gift on my birthday like 2 years ago. I don't remember. Originally, my mom only bought volumes 3 and 4 of Devil's Line, and she was like, sorry, there wasn't volume 1 and 2. You're just gonna have to read from volume 3. And I was like, dude, how am I supposed to read a story if I start from volume 3? And eventually she agreed, and then she also bought volume 1 and 2. W mom, thank you mom, thank you mom. I bought the rest myself, but volumes 1 through 4 were the best in the entire series. Like after this, it slowly gets worse with a high point at volume 8 and then a really low point at volume 11, but the rest is like slowly declining. Like I lost my interest a lot. I bought volumes 1 through 8 as soon as I saw them in the store, and then after that I just gave up on buying the volumes. But then I saw volume 9 at the store, and I eventually thought, okay fine, I'll buy volume 9, which has the sickest cover, by the way. Like it's insane. It's actually really good, and it was okay. It was good enough for me to buy the next volume, volume 10, which was pretty good, yeah. Then I bought volume 14 in a store because I saw it and I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna collect it anyways. Then I checked their internet store and they said they didn't have volume 13. And I was like, god damn, that sucks. But then I went to a bookstore and X Family, Volume 6. This was the damaged one. Then there is Now Loading, which I got as a gift on my birthday, just as a little bonus. Yeah, it's okay as a 1-volume series. It was like a 6 out of 10. And then we have the Polish version for Heavenly Drops, I think that's how it's called. Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I haven't even looked through it yet. Then the second last thing is the Sanji Japanese cookbook. Dude, Christmas was today, and my mom had been telling me for like 6 months that she has a gift for me that I will not expect. And for all those months, my best guess was a poster. I opened the gift and I saw this cookbook, which, dude, this is so cool. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. And then finally, there is this not really manga, but it's like a comic from my grandmother like 1 or 2 Christmases ago. And it's just like a short story of like a bunch of manga. And finally, we're done. Dude, holy shit. I'm so lightheaded suddenly. Sure, I can show you the box set. I have box set 1 and 2 of Bleach, box set 1 of Chainsaw Man, box set 1 of Tokyo Ghoul, box set of Bakuman, and box set of Promised Neverland. This is also my poster corner, which is like really cool. But yeah, this is my full manga collection. I can't really show all of it, so here's a picture. Yeah, let me go through this very slowly, and yeah, just enjoy. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I post videos every single Monday. Apart from these videos, like this haul video and this reorganization video, which I decided to post not on Monday, but as soon as I finish. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, click here for the haul video and click here for the reorganization video of this Christmas. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!